So last night I was playing Arena on stream and got the idea of why don't I boot up Red Black again and see how that works? Because last season we had a lot of success with the Red Black Aggro deck. The results are pretty surprising, so let's run that stream back for you. Alright, so enough of that mess. Let's break out the Mardu deck. Or the Rakdos deck, sorry. And we'll actually switch decks this time. There we go. But yeah, I think that's the issue with the small red deck is you can't clear big things out of the way, and that's a little bit of a struggle sometimes. Because you're not able to go over the top with big like 3/3s, 4/4s, 5/5s. Like you don't have anything. You can't go quite wide enough. This is why I'm thinking like Annex might be good, because if you can make something that's like a 6 power or 7 power, and then you can put an Embercleave on it, or even if it dies and you get another 2 or 3 dudes, now it starts to change the board state, and your opponent can't just chump you forever. All right, let's see what we got. This is a totally keepable hand. Of course, I won't. Well, no, I already even have double black for Murderous Rider. So yeah, this is good. We're all set. Well, we get to play against the boring, unfun decks. Cat Oven is such a blah thing, but, you know, people like it. I don't even know if I've played it in a decade. I feel like I tested a deck for a couple of days just to try it when the Mythic qualifiers were coming up, but I think that was it. I mean, the bad news is as soon as they just play their Mayhem Devil here, this hand doesn't do a whole lot. Though if they had a Mayhem Devil, they probably would have waited to do that, which tells me they don't. I think we just need to play Bone Crusher Giant just straight up, which I really don't like, but we do have a Murderous Rider to kill stuff, so I'm kind of okay with it. Yeah, I was pointing out to the stream on Tuesday. Like, have y'all noticed whenever you play the Bone Crusher Giant, he makes a little noise? There's a giant shadow that's on the ground. For some reason, I never saw that until a couple days ago. Now I'm just like mind blown that that exists. All right, these all should be fine. I'm just gonna share the counters down the line, I guess. And we'll see what they block. Oh yeah, well the thing is, the fact that they can't really do anything about a bunch of first strikers. Yeah. So it's like you're gonna take 6 plus another, what's that? 9. So like yeah, they'd have been at 3. Okay. Lots of things we kind of want here. Oddly, even just gaining life on something is probably good in this matchup, but I don't know if this is where I really want to test it. So I'm gonna go with that. Some Legion's Ends, Ember Shieldbreaker. They look like they're only playing red-black, but they could have got stuck because they only had a couple mana. So we don't know. It could be Jones, but maybe not. So it's going to be kind of hard to guess here without seeing everything else. I'm going to keep these because they go over the top. Gutter Bones is bad in this deck because can't push past a cat, just dies. It's going to die to Mayhem Devil triggers. So we don't care much about that. I don't know that Croxa's that good because they can just discard cats and whatnot and get them back. But at the same time, it is a 6/6. So it'll stay for now. I do like the interactions of Croxa and Rotting Regisaur too. That's kind of sweet. I guess one Bone Crusher Giant can go. Man, I really have to keep Embercleave. That's not really a thing I can let go of. Probably one of these since we're on the draw. And no, actually, that's not true. Let's keep Fervent Champ. Let's get rid of a Black Lance Paragon. Maybe two. Because they're not great here either. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. Against Big Souvlaki. Alright. Let's see. They apparently can't decide if they want to go first. They're saying so far away. If one of these was a land, a red land, it could have been worth keeping, but it's not. So I'm only gonna do. This is actually okay. I don't hate this. This hand's all right. They got first turn cat again. Well, this sort of changes things. Do we just want to go Fervent Champ, Knight? Yeah, I think I'm going to go Fervent Champ here. And then we'll do Fervent Champ, Knight next turn. Because otherwise, we weren't going to get them both into play anyway. So this way, we at least get all three of our creatures in on the first two turns that we can. Oh, and we have the ability to bedevil something. And we could Croxa. Like, this is the goods. And our Knight gets pumped. Oh, man. Why did they not block with the cat? What's happening? Trail of Crumbs, all right. Trail of Crumbs and just some cats ain't doing a whole lot. Yeah, I'll block. I mean, you land Trail of Crumbs? I don't care. Oh, this is nice. This is extra sexy. Oh, no, it's not. I don't have a second red. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. That is the worst. That sucks. Oh, no. Oh, that's awful. I wasn't paying attention. I thought I had two red. Wow. I just missed a chance to pump my Knight. Well, that being what it is, let's go ahead and play this Croxa, I guess. Croxa, Agonizing Memories, Vicious Rumors. Yeah, that could be pretty good too. All right. Well, we won that one, but I think we got a little lucky. Our opponent's draw was kind of bad. And we kind of snuck into it with a good draw there. The new sagas are really good, y'all. I'm kind of sad I'm not playing with enough of them right now. I kind of like that big chain in the background, too, in the artwork. That's kind of sweet. Also, for those of you that haven't checked out my YouTube channel, please do. If nothing else, head over there and just give me a subscription follow there, because that'd be awesome, because subs on YouTube are free. But if you could, watch a video, like a video, comment, that'd be awesome. That helps me out a lot. Mostly I'm going to be adding some more deck techs over there for some different decks that have been popping up. So I'll be doing one tomorrow over the mono red deck and over the Giants deck, and possibly over the red black deck that we're playing now. So this is interesting, right? I'm going to keep it, but like being able to play Fervent, Champ, Croxa, Rotting Regisaur, I don't even know if that's really good or not. Okay, so I might actually wait to play that other the Croxa, really. And just see what the opponent wants to do to these guys. Because for all we know, their play might just be opt and then play Teferi next turn or something. Which Teferi doesn't really bother us, because then we'll just Fervent Champ to attack a Teferi, and then we're just going to play a Rotting Regisaur. I also feel like the blue got the best of those flash enchantments too. Getting to scry and draw is like, ugh. Like, so good. I mean, this is kind of unfortunate when we know we're walking into an absorb, right? So if we're going to do it, let's do this first. I mean, let's see. I don't know. I'd rather him do something about this than Rotting Regisaur, though. Though there is a chance they just play the new... Okay, so they're going to absorb it anyway. Fair. Which isn't the worst, because, I mean, we still get future value off of it, so I'm fine with it. And then if we play Regisaur and they sweep the board, then we're closer to being able to actually get this out of the yard. Okay, that sort of worked out. That wasn't the worst thing that could have happened. All right, now if they play the new sweeper, we at least get to draw a card. So that's not so bad. Though they did miss a land drop, actually, because they went first. Interesting. Interesting. I'm going to discard a land. I will attempt to cast Embercleave. I mean, we don't really need it, because if they don't do anything, they're going to take 8 anyway. Right? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And then how many cards that leave us in our yard? 3. All right. Now if they sweep the board, then we can just get Croxa back. And we get an extra card. Good times. Ooh. That's nice. All right. So we have 5 things in there. Oh, no. We only have 4 other things in there. My math was wrong. Oh, well. I guess we'll put this in there now. Well, now the opponent knows they have to deal with double Croxa. Well, not really. You have to deal with 1, because I only have enough cards to get one of them back. Though they did leave a card on top, which is probably really bad for us. And we drew all the Ember Cleaves, which is definitely bad for us. So, yeah. Unfortunately, we have to remove that other Kroxa in the process. Probably another Thassa's intervention or whatever. Nope. They're going to go hunting for one. So far, so good. I mean, it still doesn't mean we're out of the woods because they can still sack these and draw cards and blah blah or scry. So it's still a lot of things happening. They do have to discard a card here. Banishing Light. Okay, reasonable. All right. Well, we're at 18, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Play this, and then at least put them on notice while I can. See what the opponent does here. They are really thinking about this. I'm kind of interested to see what happens. This has been a really interesting game so far. And I'm impressed. The Croxes worked out better than I thought they would, so that's a good sign. And all I did is I replaced, I think we had 3 main deck drill bits, and I just took those out and put the Croxes in. Okay, now this kind of changes a lot of things we want to try here. We don't know what their actual kill card is here in this setup. So we're probably going to have to do some guessing. I mean, a lot of them are playing that new trawler or whatever where you can has flying, lifelink, all that. So let's go with Duresses. Epic Downfall? I mean, I guess. I'm just kind of guessing here. I don't really know what they're going to be doing to us. And I guess Bedevil, since we can use it even on Narsets, which are fine. Yeah, that's true. You can keep it from being hexproof, but otherwise it doesn't really do a whole lot in this matchup. How is Downfall bad against it? Oh yeah, this sideboard doesn't have Fry, unfortunately. Wish I did, but it doesn't. Oh, you're talking about give it hexproof, so you can't target it. Yeah, that's true. But I don't know what else they have to kill with, so I'm just kind of like hedging my bets because they went through a lot of cards and we didn't see anything, so I don't really know what they're trying to do, unfortunately. I know Bone Crusher Giant's probably bad against whatever it is they're doing, so I feel good about that. Probably can go with one less Ember Cleave. I mean, I don't know. If we're already bringing in Bedevils, maybe we don't need that big downfalls. All right. I don't know. Maybe our deck's just good against them. Maybe we have a little better reach than they were expecting. Oh, that's true. Yeah, the little Archon probably works. Yeah, that's true. I would bring that in against me. But we do have some ways to kill it. I didn't bring in Noxious Grass, but we have Bedevil and Murderous Rider. Yeah, I just like I said, I don't have any clue. I mean, they saw a bunch of cards between the three omens and whatnot, but this hand seems very serviceable, so we will keep this for sure. I have a feeling the Storm Crusader is just gonna meet a Banishing Light, but what are you gonna do about it? Gonna get it done. Play another tempo, please. Oh, they did. Look at that. Well, we at least get to resolve the Stormfist Crusader. We'll see if it turns into anything. Croxa will save for later. See, the funny thing is here, stuff like Crocs on Gutter Bones, we almost don't even care if they get countered. Let's see. Let's attempt to attack with both and see what happens. The answer is apparently nothing. Nothing happens, as it turns out. Gutter Bones. Which the board probably gets swept here, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and play Croxa. Won't have quite enough cards in the graveyard, so I got to get two more in there for Croxa to do anything. And unfortunately, we drew two Embercleaves this time. Yep, that's fine. And then we're going to lose all these dudes. Yep, no surprise there. Oh, well, isn't that special? I don't know if I would have liked to have had that before so I could add a bonus card or not, because it just comes down now. Though it's probably still getting met with a Banishing Light. Yep, exactly. As it should. I mean, we do have a lot of threats in this deck, though. So that is one thing that's helping us. Oh, there's the Trawler. Okay. And they can make it hexproof to the turn. All right. All right. Figure out how this plan's going to work. Still only three other cards in the graveyard. Got to be able to get rid of five other ones. So let's attack. First off, because I don't think they'll block. At least I would assume they wouldn't. How much if we pump? They go down to 12. You know what? I'm just going to do this. Oh, I did it too early. They didn't get to the blocking step. Gosh dang it. I goofed up. I thought they'd already were in the block step. I messed up. Let's just go to game 3. That was a misclick. I thought they'd already went past the blocking step. Yeah. I'll still leave the deck the same because that was pilot error that we lost that one. Yeah, there was literally no reason for me in that be in that position because either way I could have pumped and dealt damage and got back a Gutter Bones, or I could have just waited till they don't block, play the Embercleave, then just play a land and start setting up the next turns. That was bad. That's what happens though, you know. And I think sometimes it's one of the things I try to tell people too. When you're streaming, you can't be worried about not making mistakes, because sometimes you're just going to when you're watching different screens and you're typing stuff and you're watching chat. Like, it's gonna happen for sure. All right, this is a reasonable start. I mean, got to keep it. It's got all the parts we could want. I think I'm just going to play Fervent Champ, then Stormfish Crusader, and I'm going to sit on the others. Because if these end up surviving, then I can turn this into a 2-3 or something. Or I guess I could do a whole pile of things on the next turn, in theory. Or then there's that as an option. That's cute. Go get your land. You will make a little wall, which we don't care about. Oh gosh, 3. Well, this will be fun to see how many answers to Rotting Registrar the opponent has. Because who the hell knows? The amazing thing is, we have more. We have so many more. And we didn't even get any bad value from it. We got a 7-6 and didn't even have to discard anything. It was awesome. Funniest thing is, to me, in hindsight, like, there was actually like 2 weeks where I doubted Stormfist Crusader, and then I started playing it, and like, it all made so much sense to me. So you can make another 0-4, exile target permanent and opponent controls, but you need 5 lands for that, so that's a couple lands away. I really don't care if you have another 0-4, really, do we? Yeah, let's get rid of... I mean, you can have an absorb. Like, knowing how things are set up, I'm fine with this scenario. Especially since you don't have a good way to block this. This is just 4 damage a turn, effectively. And if they draw the sweeper here, we get a card and give it to play another Rotting Registrar. Yep. We will discard probably Croxa, because by the time other things ended up in the yard... Oh, well. That would be 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, why not? I kind of want to play Gutter Bones, but I don't think it really matters. I'll just wait. Because if they don't wipe the board, then, I mean, even dealing with 1 or 2 creatures here isn't really enough. And then if we were to draw a land, or a black land, then we could really just relay everything on the table. And the opponent's almost in the same situation again. Okay, sure. I mean, we're just going to discard that Gutter Bones. Oh, well, that's cute. Huh. All right, so let's say we give them something to counter. They go to 6. Then we play this. They block this, and they'll still take... I mean, they're going to take that anyway, right? If you can block here, going to take 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I don't... What can you even have here? I'm assuming nothing is the answer. We'll just spread the love around. What you got? Yeah. Okay. Well, that worked. So yeah, I don't know. This Croxa experiment might be okay, y'all. Not really exactly as I intended, but still fairly useful. So I like it. Also, by the way, I was down to like 65,000 gold a couple days ago. Like, if you get on to do your dailies, you just rack up gold so fast. Plus, I paid to do every season. I pay to do the mastery plan, whatever they call that, because it's only the equivalent of like 10 or 15 bucks, and you get so much stuff for it. And if you figure all the gold you get by the end of the season because of it, and then you can just buy packs when the next set comes out, like it's actually pretty good. This, however, is not so good. This is much better. I'm actually going to get rid of a swamp in this hand and hope to draw enough to utilize this Embercleave. But otherwise, this hand's actually pretty nice. Well, and we got our Embercleave mana, so that's cool. Hey, Shinken, how's it going? I saw that you resubbed the other day. Sorry I did not say thank you for that. I saw it at the end of the stream that it was sitting there in the updates. So thank you for that. Going okay. We played some mono red for a few matches. Didn't do too well. I think we were like 2-1 or something. And now we're playing through with the red black aggro deck and just kind of seeing how things go. I mean, unfortunately, the opponent knows most of the cards in our hand at this point. So they're going to murder Strider something. Might as well force them to do it. Oh, excellent. I would much oblige if they choose to murder Strider one of these things. I would like that lots. Instead of this rotting Regisaur, I would like to play. Oh, it's not what I thought they had at all. I mean, same difference, really, for all practical intents and purposes. Would have preferred them to take an extra 2 life off of it, but... Oh, I played the wrong land. Well, it doesn't matter, because I'm not going to get to play this anyway, unless we draw another land here, so... look at that. Sometimes you get lucky. Does the opponent have it? Nope, they don't. All right, well, that was pretty easy. When according to plan. It's pretty good. I liked it last season a lot. This time, and again, I don't even know. Like we won so fast, I don't know what my opponent has here. So we're gonna go with like the standard array of stuff. My sideboard still felt like it's a little bit of a mess, so we're kind of all over the place. But yeah, seems to be working and getting the job done. So I'm not gonna complain too much. I'm gonna assume Bone Crusher Giants are not great here. And we'll try that. But the deck seems to be working. So what do I know? Ooh, yeah, we'll keep this. We'll keep this. This is actually pretty good. I almost mulliganed, but then I realized like I had all the right lands, so we'll keep it. Oh, and opponent mulliganed to 5, and we have a duress. This might be a pretty good setup for us. Oh, really? What is this mess? Okay. All right. I mean, we did have somebody earlier playing like Kroxa, Lazav, whatever, so maybe that's just a deck people are playing now. I don't know. There's so many random things you can do in this set, y'all. Like, I am not surprised that somebody would be playing something weird and combo-y. Do I still have chickens? Yeah, we have 6 of them still, actually. We had 7 for a little while. One passed a while back. But yeah, we still have a pile of chickens out back. They are still producing eggs for us. Well, we have 2 Rotting Regisaurs, so let's just see what the opponent has to burn here. But yeah, they don't lay as much in the winter. Usually when it starts to get darker earlier and it starts getting cold and whatever, like the production slows. So you get that back once kind of like the spring starts. All right, so I need 3 black. View battlefield. They do have that, and they have the red. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. So we'll be dealing with the Nicol Bolas, but we do have another Rotting Regisaur. So I say we give them this face down and these face up and let them choose. They have to know if I'm giving them tired score and the other thing's good. I guess not. Opponent fell for that both times today. Both times. I feel like I'm a master of that now. I'm not. Well, let's see. If we kill that and they take 7, 8, they won't be able to kill but 1 creature next turn. And they'd be at 8. No, they take 9. They'd be at 7. You know, I don't even think we care because I think we can just kill them next turn. So I think we do this. Let them block a dinosaur. Totally fine. Then we just play another dinosaur. And this. And then we can discard Croxa and Stormfish Crusader and then just get rid of whatever they stick in the way. Yeah, Lazav's just going to have an ugly life. Get rid of this and this. Most excellent. All right. Well, don't feel like dealing with Lazav for sure. Oh, auto tapper. Oh no, we only have the 2 black. Never mind. That's fair. Gonna go to bed before there's release. Oh yeah, that's true. Keep forgetting tomorrow is Friday, so it's gonna be a good time for everybody. All right, opponent, what you got? I don't know of any combination of cards that's great for you here, and we can definitely load up Croxa if we need to. And if they wipe the board, we can load up Croxa twice. Well, that was not even difficult. Man, maybe I should have been playing red black aggro this whole time. Like, this is great. And we met our dailies. We got all of them out the way. Sweet, sweet. Yeah, so it would have been it, but I didn't even mind that because we had a hand with a couple of creatures ready to go and Croxa in the yard, so it would have been real nice. And the opponent was only at 3. Vosachi69, thanks for the follow. Yeah, we'll keep this. Only really need to draw a land to make it worthwhile. But if we do land the Nightmare Shepherd, it's pretty sweet if they sweep the board. So I'm kind of about it on this one. This could be fun. Oh, most excellent. I will wait to play this other thing. So we're not giving away that we're have any red. It may look like we're just playing mono black. Which I like right now because it's kind of like a little bit of a bluff that you're running. All right, let's just play this, see if the opponent wants to do anything about it during their end step. Looks like a negative. Okay. Well, let's see. All right. I guess this Rotting Regisaur is getting countered. I'm kind of okay with it. Oh, no. He's not. Brazen Bar? No. Just Growth Spiral. Ooh. Ooh, this is exciting. Come on. Oh, man. What do you got, opponent? Because the beats are coming. Oh, that little guy is going to do a whole lot of nothing. Well, that's not true. It'll block a Black Lance Paragon. Uh, hmm. I'm going to get rid of this. Oddly, because I really think I want Nightmare Shepherd in play. If I'd have known I could have discarded a land. Oh, I should have just played that first. I would have got a token back. Gosh dang it. I'm clicking too fast. Oh, it's okay. They ended up not blocking him anyway. All right. Well, now I don't know how the opponent can win from here. Like with blue-green, this is the worst situation. Like it's all fatties. Good times. Yeah, I probably should just spin the wild card on that extra Nightmare Shepherd, truthfully. Because it's also Wrath Protection. All right, what the opponent's playing, we're going to assume they're playing Nissas and whatnot. We want Gross or Noxious Grasp. I kind of want Epic. Yeah, we do want Epic Downfalls, actually. And then I think that's it. So let's assume Gutter Bones is not going to do much. Still want to cut at least a couple more cards. I mean, Crocs is actually not bad here because you can get the opponent caught in some weird situations where they've played all their mana stuff early and they're trying to play their big thing as their last card, and you can cost them a little bit of action there. I'm going to cut one Ember Cleave, especially while we're on the draw. Oh, man. I don't know. Maybe I do cut one Croxa, honestly. Though it is a 6/6. I mean, it's not nothing. Having a hard time deciding. Yeah, I think it is going to be a Crocs, and I'm just going to run 61 cards in. I will say, too, the other thing about this deck is it is pretty forgiving. Like, you can make a and still be all right. I'm going to keep this because this is pretty much the cards we want here. So don't go asking for too much. The deck provided. Don't know if we're actually going to get to cast that Ember Cleave or get to put it to good use, but we're going to try. See, now this is an interesting situation because it's kind of like thing is, what would they brought in against us? I mean, sure. Let's go for it. Okay. So I meant, oh, they didn't have Growth Spiral. Golly. I just guessed wrong. I cost myself some damage here. That sucks. That's the worst. Well, things being what they are, gonna go ahead and kill that. Just don't give the opponent any extra advantage we don't have to. And at this point, I don't know if it's just some blue-green elementals ramp thing. It's obviously not Flash. If it is, they've just drawn poorly on counters and whatnot. Okay. Um, Yeah, why not? I mean, I'll switch over the Fervent or the Embercleave if I have to next turn, if it makes sense to, because we'll have enough to do that and play Stormfish Crusader. Though we can just get rid of whatever's in the way. Oh, this is interesting now. If we get rid of that island, can we just kill them? 3. Can't quite do it. Though we can kill Nissa outright. Hmm. Hmm. I think we just attack the opponent, kill Nissa, play Stormfist Crusader is the plan. This is where Bedevil comes in handy too, because I play it in this list, and a lot of other red-black decks don't. But it is definitely going to be the card here. It's going to make all the difference. Yeah, now I'm not sure what the opponent would do here. Because even Nissa is not good enough. We could Embercleave onto the Stormfist Crusader and that'll get there. But again, I think still holds true that the Rakdos deck beats up on the blue-green decks pretty well. Man, Rakdos is cleaning house. Why were we not playing this the whole time, guys? Like if I'd have known it was just going to be this easy, we could have just been doing this. We're killing it. Dirty D 47. That's kind of a gross name. We'll keep this. We really still need to draw land, but I mean, truthfully, it can be any land and we're fine. And if we get stuck with like Crocs as the last card to discard to the Rotting Regisaur, that's not awful either. What is this? We're playing a life, or we're playing a temple. Okay. Well, that's a thing we know. Let's play that. Yeah, I thought about trying to squeeze temples into this list, but I just couldn't find a situation where it made sense to. Yeah, and this is where Gutter Bones is just gonna suck. Well, we did not find the lands we want, so that's not good. We definitely needed land here. Interesting, the opponent's not blocking more damage? That's weird. I probably would have, but I'm not my opponent, obviously. All right, deck. Now we need land. We need land pretty serious now. Because we kind of know what deck we're up against, and this is not good for us. Because when they play this Mayhem Devil, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Yep. Here it comes. Oh, it's not. Oh, cool. Somebody's playing Roast Rider. I was thinking about trying to squeeze that into a couple lists. Cool. I dig it. Yeah, I guess we have to keep attacking because, what else are we going to do? Makes sense though, right? If you're playing any type of red-black sacrifice deck, like that's perfect. Why is the opponent blocking like that? It's so strange to me. That makes no sense at all. Uh, sure. I'll at least get a life out of it because I'm gonna play this card anyway, whether I play it now or during my opponent's instep. I'll at least do that, so we're gonna get some life. Because otherwise, if they sacrifice it, we're not gonna get anything. I mean, I assume the opponent's gonna find a Mayhem Double here, which is really bad because it gets pretty much just start offing stuff left and right. But who knows? Stranger things have happened. We're at a lot of life, they're at a lot of life, so there's still a lot of game to play here. So I wouldn't take it necessarily for granted just yet. Though I do have some mana envy. I would like to have one of those. Like, a lot. Oh no, maybe this is just... Well, no, they're playing red. Ah, this is bad. Now we don't even have any good attacks. I mean... We attack, opponent blocks. Cauldron Familiar on Gutter Bones. Ayara on a Knight of the Ebon Legion. I mean, alright, we attack, see what happens. I mean, we can Blacklance Paragon is still off Ayara, maybe, if we're lucky. If the opponent blocks poorly. I mean, if the opponent blocks correctly and Ayara blocks Gutter Bones, then we can't do anything to her. Yeah, exactly. It's just tough luck. Alright, we'll do this and at least kill the Woe Strider. And this does get some creatures off the board, since the opponent is very likely to have a Gray Merchant. Alright, then the cat comes back and we get drained for 2. We almost need to go red land, Embercleave, red land, or something like that. We're just in a bad situation right now. Oh, and they have a Croxa. That's funny. Yeah, I'll just discard mine. Why not? Oh, you get the multiple triggers up. That's pretty slick too. That's cool. That's cool. Man, that's sad. I feel like if I had a third land, I probably wouldn't even be losing this. But it's not the situation, so we got to deal with it. I feel pretty good sideboard wise, though. I feel like we have some good answers. But I mean, the problem is they can get Woe Strider back, which is going to be drain us for 2 more. Yeah, I think we're just in bad shape. And the cat come back and drain us again. To another Ayara, kills the old one. They drain us for 2. I don't know what else. I mean, do we have another? Oh, we can't even cast a spell here. Yeah, we're just dead. There's literally nothing we can do there. Like, just being stuck at 2. If one of them was red, maybe, because then we'd have a Stormfist Crusader in play. But that's still real bad. Real bad. That hurt a lot. All right, so we're definitely going to bring in a bunch of removal cards, especially stuff that exiles. We're going to bring in these Ember Shield Breakers. Shadow Spear might be okay. Give something lifelink to at least let us fight that fight a little bit. But Gutter Bones is bad here. I'm willing to go with Black Lance Paragons not being great here. I guess the question is really, do we want Shadow Spears? I kind of do. I feel like riding Regisaur is just okay. Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Like, I want Shadow Spear, even if nothing else, the life gain itself is just good enough, too. And then Crocs has got limited use here. So let's do this. Let's rock that, see what happens. I mean, you do get some weird hands when you play Shadow Spear, too. You can go like turn 1 Spear, turn 2 Fervent Champ. Fervent Champ can equip, attack for 2, gain 2 life. Like, there's some real things that happen there. We'll keep this. Mostly because I do have something to get rid of the oven, and we have some evasive creatures, so we're probably okay at least for the short term. I really wish I could play the temples in here, but they just gum up your hand too much in the early stages when you want to play 1 and 2 drops that I don't think this deck can afford to do it. Well, that's going to be a pain in our butts. Come on, Giant. Oh, boy. I wish I had something to kill that. But I don't. Sucks, too. That's a good card right now because, man, all they're going to do is play Woe Strider. Then they'll have 2 things to sack already. I mean, I may end up just playing this just so I have something to sacrifice, sadly. Oh, boy. Now we need a kill card for real, deck. We have a lot of answers. Let's find one, damn it. Oh. Well. The deck told me to hold on for a second. We could play Spawn of Mayhem and Knight of the Ebon Legion. Then Nightmare Shepherd. You know what? I think we attack because if they block with the Priest of Forgotten Gods, we're okay with that. Okay, if we play Nightmare Shepherd. Nope, that's not really it. We need to do this because this is going to at least be a 2-3 because we dealt a bunch of damage this turn. And this at least forces the opponent to make a lot of decisions with like where they're going to put the damage, what we're going to sacrifice. Like, let's see what they do. Because they'll sacrifice 2 things, which puts damage on something. We'll sacrifice a thing, which creates an extra point of damage. Oh boy, that's pretty sicko. So just sack a bunch of Priests of Forgotten Gods, and then they'll get an extra 2 mana to spend. That's pretty nice. I mean, they probably want to sack now just to kill one of the Stormfist Crusaders, I imagine. And then things being what they are, I'm probably just going to sacrifice the Knight of the Ebon Legion. And then that still leaves me a Stormfist Crusader to deal a point of damage. Then I can attack for 4. Oh no, they didn't sack anything yet. Interesting. I wonder if they're waiting to see if they get something they can spend their extra mana on that they get. Oh, this is all kinds of fun. Okay. All right. This is stuff. Oh boy, what do we do here? Okay. We may be able to bait them somewhat with a Fervent Champ? See, the question, I kind of want to... No, that's not true. We can't do that first, because if we do that, then they sack. They'll definitely deal the damage to kill one of these. The next thing we sack, they're going to deal a point to it, which is just going to go to the Fervent Champ. Though if we do that, I could sack the Fervent Champ and not have... I'm just going to do this. Then it kind of forces the opponent's hand here. Oh, nope. They're not. Okay. Then I'll play this just to have something else to sacrifice, I guess. And then I'll get a token copy of whatever. I mean, if we attack with Fervent Champ, we can... that doesn't really matter. It doesn't do anything. So I don't want to put the Fervent Champ at risk, because it's the thing I want to sacrifice. See, this doesn't even make sense, because if you just let me kill your things, how are you going to kill me? Okay, then I get 2 tokens back? Yeah, I'll exile them. I'm down for this. Yeah, this feels pretty good. I mean, the opponent, I guess, could go Mayhem Devil something and then have double sacks on everything, I guess. But my thing is, if they're using all their sack damage to just kill these little guys, like, I don't really care. Because I have 2 4/4 flyers and then the Mayhem, or the Knight of the Ebon Legion. Yeah. So that was pretty spicy. That worked out well. Got Spawn of Mayhem and a Nightmare Shepherd. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, let's get this other Shadow Spear in here and just make some action happen. I wasn't sure if we were going to win that game. The way it started, but then the only other creatures were actual other Priests of Forgotten Gods, so that wasn't the best thing. I also don't think my opponent played that well. I think their better bet would have been just go ahead and sacrificing and then just using that to kill all of our guys when I played the Nightmare Shepherd, but I don't know. All right, we're going to keep this. This is kind of one of those turns we were talking about where you can play the Shadow Spear, then play the Fervent Champ, and see what happens from there. Though the problem is we don't have any other creatures, so if they do play an early like Priest of Forgotten Gods, we're not going to have a lot to do there, truthfully. All right, since they played that as their first creature, I'm actually going to lead with the Fervent Champion, and then we can just play Shadow Spear and equip for free next turn anyway, because of the Fervent Champ's ability. And we can wait just a little bit longer to show the opponent that we have the Shadow Spear, because they don't know we're actually playing it yet. And that's what we were kind of worried about. So now we need to draw a removal card, which we did not for the Priest, unfortunately. So we're just going to play this. And no attacks. Good news here is if they do play Mayhem Devil, we can cast the Epic Downfall. I think Croxa is going to be the... Well, the opponent only has 3 cards in hand. Ugh, I don't know which of these is actually the better answer. But if we do that, it's exiled, honestly. So let's not do that. Let's get rid of this. Wasn't paying attention. Almost discarded Croxa there. Which would have been really, really bad. Because then we'd have no shot of getting it back later. And if the opponent's stuck for mana... Oh, we're definitely getting rid of this Fervent Champ, let me tell you. Yeah. Another priest. That's not good for us. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. We're on pretty thin options here, but we're going to do what we can do. Okay, that's a thing. We'll at least play it, because again, that gives us something we can sacrifice. Gonna go ahead and play Croxa, I think is correct. Force the opponent's hand a little bit here. The good news is they didn't instantly toss a card, so they have things in their hand they're trying to protect. Ooh, interesting. I wonder if they already have another oven in hand. All right, we're going to have 4 mana. Not nearly enough to get Crocs out of the yard yet. Oh, they have a shepherd. Well, guess what? We can get rid of a shepherd, which is pretty nice. I mean, if they sack a priest and a shepherd, they will get 1 priest token back. They will not get another shepherd, because shepherd only says other creatures. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. And then they're going to play... Yeah, they had another oven. Okay, that's going to definitely create a problem. So we have to... Why are we not drawing removal cards? We need some so badly. So very badly. All right. Well, we're going to do what we can. We have ways to kill creatures, but if we don't draw them, we don't draw them. Let's go ahead and play that. And this. I mean, the opponent's at 12, so we're making headway little by little. We will be dealing with some cat action here soon, though. I'll just end the turn. Still need 3 more cards in the yard to be able to get Croxa back and do anything. Okay. That's almost good news. We're going to lose one of the Stormfist Crusaders. They're going to probably sack this, get the cat back. Oh, that's not great. That's real bad for us. Ugh. That's unfortunate. I mean, I guess we could get the whole board blown up. I mean, that's one thing that can happen, I guess. We go to try to kill the Mayhem Devil. Sure. Yeah, sadly, we didn't even have an opportunity to really pump it with the Shadow Spear. But the good news is we have now ran the opponent out of stuff. And we can exile the Mayhem Devil. Though the problem is we still got to get rid of this Priest of Forgotten Gods first. If we can get rid of that, then we can Croxa and Shadow Spear, and then we're probably okay. But we really only have like 2 turns to do it. So it's not as easy as it looks currently. That is a card we like as a backup plan. All right, well, casting this will mean we at least get 5 cards in the yard. So we can Croxa. We probably would Shadow spawn a Mayhem first. Preferably, we'd like to spawn and play something that turn, which would be real nice. But I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, would have been nice to have another... Well, no, they didn't lose a life here, though. Yep. 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 I think we're just dead. Because the only option we would have to be the third or fourth Fervent champ to come up with the Shadow Spear so we could gain some life. I think that's it. So I think really the lesson here is we should have just, hey, Frog Stomper, how's it going? We could have just speared up. And that extra life would have made a difference. But I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're just dead, right? I mean, literally, the only play I can think of is we have to have a haste creature that we could put the spear on. And it didn't help that, that was the one removal card we drew. So, nope, didn't get it. GG's. We tried. Well, we had options. We just didn't get it done, y'all. Surprisingly okay. Turns out the red-black deck actually has some game against all these different decks, which I was not expecting. Made a couple of changes that have worked out pretty well. I think I'm going to experiment a little bit and decide if we need to play Shadow Spears main, because I think that's one answer to a couple of things. And then if we want to play Nightmare Shepherds instead of Spawn of Mayhems, I think it's going to be the two things we have to figure out. Crocs has been pretty cool, but I could see cutting back to 2 instead of playing 3, and then maybe playing that either Nightmare Shepherd or something else in that spot. This is going to be a definite mulligan. This opponent's going first. We'll keep, but this is a bad keep. I'm just banking on there being enough cheap creatures that we draw one on the first couple of turns. Oh, and against this deck, yeah, we're going to get our butt kicked with this draw. Because, I mean, from here, it's too easy for everything to get countered. Yeah, we can't beat this. Especially if they play another creature here. No, they didn't do that. But problem is, we're very likely going to be staring at 4 cost something or other very shortly. Oh gosh, really? This was terrible. I'm actually, well, I mean, I don't know. Let's see. There's probably some miracle they don't have it, but I'm pretty sure they do. Okay, the fact that they're even going searching for land now tells us it's most likely just the spell counter. I'm okay with that, so we can move on. Oh, it's not. What? What? Really? What is their deck doing? I mean, is it a bunch of just, all right, you have Nissa. That's fine, I guess. If we win that, I don't even know how. Like, I seriously, y'all, I'm not even just being facetious. Like, if we win this, I don't know what kind of draw or situation my opponent has going on over there. Because in reality, there is no reason we should even be in this game with this draw we had. Sure. And then we're just going to replay it. All right, put me out of my misery, opponent. No, that doesn't do that at all. Come on now. I've literally cast a spell this turn, and it's turn 4. Like, come on. What's the problem? Sure. Oh. I'm just looking for things to block or anything. Like just something. Ugh. Some days. Opponent just gonna let Nissa die. Okay. And that tells me they've drawn what they've wanted if they just let Nissa go. Because they already have 7 power with stuff on the table. So if they can just. I was gonna say, if they just do that, they're just fighting to protect board position at that point. Okay. Sure. All right. Well, I think we're still dead. I just made it look good for a little while. That's all. I mean, is there any way, even if we got like Ember Cleave, is there something cool I could do with this? I don't feel like there is. I mean, even this, like if we attack, I mean, opponent can make their lands indestructible, but I mean, I think our play is really just attack the opponent. That's what we're going to win here. Let me kill one of these. I mean, because we're going to take 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. Well, we can block some, but we're only going to be at like 2 or 3 anyway. Oh, he had extra brazen bars. Well, gosh damn. All right, then. Sure. Yeah, it's game over. Like, you have all that. We're not going to win anyway. So, yeah, I'm kind of surprised we were even in that. No, it was actually fine. Truthfully, we're 3-1, I think, so far with Rakdos. Believe it or not, tonight. So it's been pretty solid. This was just a weird hand where we drew a whole bunch of mana that didn't cast anything till turn 3 or 4. So yeah, we're gonna bring in these. We're bringing epic downfalls. We bring in bedevils. Bring in noxious grass. Kind of like all the stuff we always bring in against these decks. Don't really care for gutter bones in this fight. Um, Croxes don't help much here, though they are 6/6s. So we'll cut a couple of those. Bone Crusher Giants can actually kill a couple things in this fight. Ember Cleave is okay, but they do have a bunch of bounce spells. So if I'm gonna do anything here, I think we just want to cut Croxus. I think is our plan. I don't because I think no matter how the game goes, it's not gonna last very long, win or lose. So this guy is a Pumpkin King. All right. That's hmm. Hmm. Boy. I don't know how I feel about this. All right, we're gonna do it. I don't like it though. This is where those tournament grounds, like, I'd rather them just be regular basics. Even if, I mean, because they'd likely be a swamp and a mountain, the way I've had my decks built. Question is, do we just, you know what? I'm just going to try during their instep. Why not? If they want to play something as a blocker on my turn, so be it. I'm good with it. All right, that starts to help. Like an attempt to play a blocker. We can shoot it. And that buys us some time. Now this is where it's going to get tight. Okay, that helps. Ooh, really, opponent? That gets really interesting here. Then I guess we just try to play the Bone Crusher Giant since you already know we have it. Man, I see. Here's what's funny, because a couple of streams ago, like, I just noticed that shadow that the Bone Crusher Giant makes when it comes into play. But now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. And it's just so cool to me. Like, it's so weird how subtle that was. And I just somehow didn't notice that for like months. I feel so dumb. I think this is just it. Since we have Murderous Rider and we can cast it now. I mean, that being said, we would have just, even if they blocked and killed something, we would have played Spawn of Mayhem. They'd have been at 3 anyway. So like, there was a bunch of ways out in that one. But yeah, as long as we can cast stuff before turn 3, it's not the worst thing ever. Man, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of situations where Shadow Spear is actually okay. Like the trample's good, the lifelink's good. Sometimes just giving something that extra +1/+1's good. Oh, you know what's funny? You can kill Nissa lands after Nissa emblems go off. Not saying that's the best play. You're probably close to dead anyway when that happens, but just cool. Just something to know, to kind of like put away in the pocket of your brain, so down the road you know you can do it, you know? And I think that's part of the reason that practicing and going through all this and playing all these cards is good, is so you kind of in your head just start making a lot of mental notes of things that can happen in games. I'm gonna get rid of this Embercleave. With the opponent playing first, it's probably not the best for us anyway. We're gonna just try to get in with some of these first strikers, since those tend to be good against their early plays anyway. Oh, and the deck rewarded us with the number Embercleave. Oh, they didn't have anything during our instep. Oh man. Uro, we don't care about that card. Oh man, I feel like the deck's trying really hard to get us there, y'all. Man, what's wild is I don't even know what card I want to discard here. Probably has to be Nightmare Shepherd, because this is the one I for sure can't cast. But I don't know, if the opponent plays Nissa, do we even care here? Oh, Crisis, they might still be dead. Yeah, they are actually. I mean, feel bad for the opponent 'cause there's no outs, and I missed some land drops. Yeah, exactly. You block that way because if I don't have it, that's the play. If I do, then it just doesn't matter and you're dead. Boom. Mm-mm-mm. And again, blue-green decks, I'm telling you, the Rakdos decks have a leg up on the blue-green decks. I don't know why, but it doesn't matter what version. We get some weird draws and we still win those matchups. It's crazy. It's something we learned at the end of this previous season. It's just a thing. And it feels so weird that that's true, but it just is. I don't know what to say to it.